things work.
Look at that. Oh, I scheduled it. I just assumed it would be. Oh, look, it tells us we're live. I assumed it would just go. So we're live. Yeah. Jay's like, hey, can we ever do the live stream, guys? Hey, guys, I don't know if the technology exists around it, but I demand that we have my friend Mike on, and I'd also like to do a live stream. Like, how come we don't have a live stream? Is that an ability in 2025? Hops on 5 minutes before, hey, guys, earphones aren't working. I'm going to go take a dump. I'll be back. And here we are, live, 0 viewers, and Jace is nowhere to be found. Mike is here. I don't mean to pull back the curtain, but he yelled at us, Mike. He freaking all caps us. Why don't we have on my friend Mike? Like Rylan and I have just been shutting it down for, what are we on, 250 episodes? Like, we've just been saying, no, Mike. We don't like Mike.
Yeah, well, that's fair. I mean, that's understandable. But yeah, that's pretty much par for the course for Jason, I think, now that wanted to make this happen and then can't even bother to show up. So
I'm just going to sit here and be quiet, make it awkward for whoever's watching and listening. I'm not going to say anything in protest.
Would be really good for that first live viewer to pop on and then find that we're just not talking to each other. And then the neighbor's dogs are going crazy over here.
Just sitting here looking. Just here we go. We got to fill in. Like, no offense, Mike, but you know, if I were like, hey, I'm gonna tune into my buddies on their.
Who's this guy with hair?
Yeah,
what's he doing on my podcast?
Yeah, LOL. Of course, my earbuds won't connect for the first time ever. I'm restarting. This is awesome. That was 5 minutes ago. This is just tremendous. We got a sponsorship deal that we're supposed to be hitting the dots and crossing the T's and all that stuff. And it can't be just, if I could tell you the epitome of the show, you would say, hey, have a person suggest a live stream who cannot be counted on to show up at all.
If he would just take 1% of his annual Disney budget, just 1%, and put it over here and just buy a computer that works.
Right. I'll do you one better, dude. How about show up when I sent the link like 20 minutes ago just to make sure there was no troubleshooting that needed to be had instead of waiting until 8:59.
I was up until almost 3 last night.
I'm going to do you one better on my one
and
better.
I'm here.
That whole bed story. Remember when the bed didn't work?
You tried to blame it on Sarah
a
little bit.
Blame it on Sarah. I feel so fucking bad for Sarah.
I think probably
he gave this whole 40-minute long where she is like not fixing stuff and participating. All his fault. He did that the whole time, that he would even form his face to kind of make some frustration with her. We need her on the podcast to talk about how many times she deals with busted earbud Jace. We need her. I'm going to text her a link real quick. Tell her to hop on from her phone. Cannot believe this. I guess we'll start the goddamn show.
Hit the intro.
Human dads. Get up off your ass. Human dads. Podcast. Human dads. Podcast. Human dads. Podcast. Human dads. Get up off your ass. Oh, your mom. 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 Tell your mom to listen. 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 Get up off your ass for the Human Dads Podcast.
Get up off the ass. Attend the live stream. Do the bare minimum. Be here to support your friend. Really. Human Dads 251. Killing it. Somebody's got their volume up on the actual stream. We can hear the feedback on the mic. Appreciate that. So happy to be here with you guys. I know I started with a little bit of ranty Brad, but I'm in the festive mood. I'm in the Yuletide season. I wish there was like a Christmas parade playing behind me or something. I wish that I could give
ending all parades.
I mean, I wish it was playing. I wish it wasn't like actually. I wish I could give you an AI generated Christmas parade. How's that sound? Could we get AI?
That's weirder.
Can we just get AI to do parades?
That's even worse.
POV, like it gives you the AI generated Christmas parade experience where you park the car like a quarter mile away from whatever sad sack boulevard you're going to be sitting on. Jace went to that goddamn Richardson Christmas parade. Do you realize how beaten of a parade experience that is? They take a real.
Once he shows up, I want to hear from him in terms of how did that actually come to pass? This isn't a guy who just wakes up in the morning and is like, what can I leave home to go do?
He does it every year. He goes to this one every year, but it is such a sad sack. Like it's a real 40-mile-per-hour road. So pretend you got a 3-lane 40-mile-per-hour road, right? And they shut it down in the middle of Richardson so that you can kind of drive by like this one fire station. The cars are all like 30 yards apart. It's not like anything that's like taking up the capacity that it is. Like it doesn't demand that. They could do this in a parking lot somewhere. You understand what I'm saying?
It's the parade equivalent of a hot dog down a hallway.
Oh my God. Hot dog down a hallway. Just a wonderful, wonderful, vivid analogy there.
While we continue to wait for our third host, Brad, why don't we go ahead and reset?
I was going to format it
here.
I'm not
just making sure.
I've done 250 of these. Damn it.
I know. I've heard all of them. That's why I wanted to make sure you were prepared to do it properly.
Welcome
to
podcasting.
Yeah, I'm Brad. This is Human Dads 251. It's a live stream edition, I believe. Correct me. I'm going to ask the person who's got the worst memory. Rylan, this is our second or third time to ever live stream, I think.
I didn't think we'd ever live streamed. We've posted stuff on YouTube before, but
I think
I could be wrong.
When we recorded Once Upon a Time at my house in the backyard, we live streamed that occasion. We talked about
I kind of remember that.
Wheelchair Peyton Manning still playing football.
Do not remember that. Do not remember that.
Of course you wouldn't. Brad, Human Dads 251, always joined by Rylan. You got a face you don't recognize, a voice you're not accustomed to hearing. He is Mike. Didn't even want to give himself a subheading. Didn't even want to say Mike from Portland to Seattle, Cascadia. Didn't even PNW Mike. Didn't even want to jazz it up. Just this is what my wife gets. This is what you get, Mike. Not even going to go Michael for you. Can't even act like we're at church. Like just Mike.
No. My wife calls me Michael. So if anybody else is doing that, it's something's gone wrong. If that's happening.
There's a rapper by the name of Mike, and the way he differentiates it is he puts it in all caps, M-I-K-E, and
can I change mine? I should do that.
Maybe something for you to consider. But Mike, how are you doing, man? Longtime listener, supporter. Just want to say thank you for doing that and wasting your time. We certainly appreciate the support, the tremendous momentum that you've helped us with throughout the existence of the show. For
there you go.
Hey, look, get a
Chicken Minute t-shirt.
User generated content. There we go.
He's also the guy who established the human unit of measure for the height of the famed eagle, the Trophy Club Eagles Ridge Eagle.
The Golden Eagle Trophy Club. Yep.
Yeah, which measures how tall, Mike?
It's 38 feet tall. It's opulent. Yeah.
Thank you. I would ask the other. Yeah, I would ask the other gentleman on the show who has long argued its height against Rylan, but as we can tell now, What are we in here? 8 minutes and 50 seconds, and we got no Jace. Just a tremendous effort on his part. It's like that time where Des Bryant joined the New Orleans Saints for about 5 minutes. You remember that? Like they were like,
Nope.
we were like, oh man, got a lot of goodwill built up for Des. Just want to see him come back. He was going to play. Then he got the COVID. Then he didn't get the COVID, didn't get to play. Then he's in practice the next week and tore a scrotum and never played for the New Orleans Saints again. And that's kind of like what Jace's performance is here today. Just nothing but flap sack.
Utterly disappointing. And
right.
Really the main reason I came on the show is just because Jason will never talk to me. You know, he never texts me anymore. So I was like
in real life.
Yeah, I've got to get on the show just to be able to talk to my friend now. And this is how he repays me. So
right. Let me ask you real quick. We're formatting still going. I know we got 2 hours strong ahead of us. Do you have a heart out? It would make sense that you have a heart out.
I don't have a heart out, but I have an empty refrigerator. And my task is you're going to be shocked at this. When this show is over, go to the grocery store. So I don't want to let it go too long.
You're going to go to a little grocery store? You got a grocery store run?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know that's going to be a huge shock to you and everyone else that's listened to more than 2 of these shows. But yeah, I'm going to the grocery store.
How are you, my friend? How are you today?
Man, I'm great. We took one of the kids with a friend to Six Flags yesterday, a little holiday in the park. As you all are probably aware, we have a season pass, and then we accidentally purchased an annual flash pass by accident. I was not the one that executed that transaction, but if you're not careful and you want to buy it for the day because it's your kid's birthday, you can end up by accident buying one for the whole year, and you cannot get out of it under any way, shape, or form. So we were milking the last of our 2025 flash pass yesterday. Great vibes. You know, sometimes Six Flags it just feels it's very easy to go and then have a failed kind of just a spare trip. You know, it feels like you're just checking the box. But yesterday it was good vibes, just good vibes all around. Only the older kid was at a friend's birthday party. So then last night, both of them ended up spending the night at somebody else's house. So no kids, hanging out, stayed up late. You had some hardcore snacking from about 12:45 to 2:45 a.m. You name it, I ate it. Fired out of bed for you guys, and here we are.
Do you have a coitus check-in?
I think it's implied.
I'm sorry?
You know, because of the implication.
I think it's implied. We're getting texts from Jason about his other computer. This man has more than one computer and neither one of them work.
Yeah, now it sounds like it's just the whole internet in Garland has decided that Sunday is the day of the Sabbath and will not be commencing.
But I bet his TVs are working. I bet his TVs are working just fine.
I'm doing great, Rye. I appreciate you asking.
Of course.
Back to Fire Bears basketball season. Riveting for you, Mike, that you get to hear about the Fire Bears continuing triumphs live.
I love hearing this stuff. This is terrific. I think it's great. And the big showdown you had with the championship game and the other team's coach, and you almost had to fight his wife and everything too. That was I thought that was great.
Give me your take on that. How did that sound as somebody who doesn't know me in real life and only knows podcast Brad? Did I sound like a reasonable human being?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah, I think for the most part it was understandable how you came across, at least. I mean, it was you can't ever really handle those situations perfectly. That it's never going to be good because you kind of got the whole crowd against you already. You know, that you made that first gesture, you know, signaling who had possession of the ball, and then they just kind of took it and ran with it. And there's no good way to get out of that, really, unless you just want to like shut the whole game down and have a conversation with the coach right away. And that's, you know, they can't do that. But yeah, overall, I thought it was understandable how you handled it. But course, at the end, you tell the wife scoreboard that's maybe not the best thing there, but again, understandable. I could see where you get a little frustrated with it.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Fire Bears started 1-0 on the season yesterday, 21-9 victory against a team we had played before, but now we're in the top division of our league. I don't understand what's happening with youth sports, especially over in this neighborhood. 70 teams in this third grade basketball league. 70. I don't understand how that even makes one bit of sense. But we're in the top 16 teams. We got an Eastern and a Western division. We'll be playing the top 16 teams, and then we'll do a top 4 playoff from each side to see who's the king of this bad boy. And I hope to be competitive and contentious for this season.
It's only third graders?
Yeah.
So you're telling me that on the order of 700 third graders alone, that doesn't add up.
So I should clarify, it's more than just the city of Richardson. Mike, do you have any local connection? I was going to ask this here in a little bit. You're nowhere near Dallas right now. Did you used to be here?
Yes.
Okay.
I did.
So when I say Richardson, East Dallas, Old East Dallas, all the way out to Sunnyvale, Lake Highlands, Highland Park, University Park, North Dallas, far North Dallas, you understand the geographic locations I'm talking about.
Are you saying that's the boundary, the territory of this league?
Yeah.
How is that even feasible? Why would they do that voluntarily? That's so big with that many teams.
So
why wouldn't you just try to target to have like 10 to 12 teams in a league or something like that?
So this is a league that is a league unto itself, does business with the city, or with the, I should say, school properties and church properties that it uses for the league. I think what we have here is a bunch of areas that have dwindling kid populations. So then they've just kept adding these little kind of filler spaces. And now you've got this one huge circle that kind of encapsulates most of what would be considered Richardson Independent School District. But then you've got a lot of private schools and churches that also form in this area that don't really have something that they're kind of naturally a part of, for lack of a better way to put it.
If I can take the conversation slightly different curve here, but same general topic. Many of you have probably heard that Shep's also playing some volleyball. And he's playing with the same age kids, but as with volleyball, it's mostly girls. If you've listened to the show, you guys know that, Jason and I both have daughters that play volleyball that are, a couple years, 2, 3, 4 years older than Shep. And so we've seen a lot of volleyball. I've seen a lot of volleyball from, Shep's age or a little younger, rec level, all the way up to, Maya's in 5th grade now. Brad, you posted, first when we heard Shep was going to be playing in this quote unquote co-ed league, which really sounds like a Shep with some girls, we were like, oh, he's going to dominate. Okay. And then you posted a picture yesterday or a video yesterday on Instagram of Shep serving the ball. And like I said, I've seen this level, very high level volleyball for the age group over the years. You don't need to be in that league, dog. Seriously, you need to figure something out. Everyone's going to hate you. He don't need to be in that league.
He can serve.
He needs to play with the 5th grade girls at a minimum, maybe even the 6th grade girls.
They don't. He's on a 3rd grade, essentially girls volleyball team. Didn't see any other boys yesterday. Saw a team that basically kicked their ass though. Like the team that they played against, that Shep played against, was good, and they've been playing, it looks like, for a couple years. Like they were familiar with the sport of volleyball, whereas his team.
Well, the video you shared,
yeah,
where he serves,
yeah,
and he serves what I would say would be a B+ A- for Maya's 5th grade, really advanced rec and or club people.
Yeah.
the girl who went to receive his serve looked like she'd never seen a volleyball traveling toward her ever.
So multiple times
So
yesterday, he got his max serves. Like they don't let you just sit there and keep going. I think you get
Let's
3.
go to 5. Oh, 3. Well, that's
Yeah.
good. They let him go to 5 over here in rec.
And I think he got his 3 multiple times yesterday. But he's on a team that looks like where they are all new to the sport of volleyball. So it was a little bit of a struggle. He ever watch the thing that really stuck out to me yesterday is, yes, I agree with you. He could probably play a year or 2 up. He's brand new to volleyball, but he's an athlete. And so if you take your average 3rd grade girl who's new to the sport of volleyball or averagely good at volleyball, just by being an athlete, he's probably going to be better. He's tall.
Give him 3 or 4 weeks to just get his legs under him about basic technique on getting the ball where he wants to place the ball, and it's going to be all over for everybody.
So
Hit the intro.
Oh God, it's been hitting.
Mike, want to introduce you to longtime participant of the show here. This is Jace.
Don't call me participant of the show. I'm one of the founding members of the show. Show me the respect I deserve.
Who is this? Who's talking right now?
This is the Sean Lee of the show, anticipated off of IR last week. He was dealing with a scrotal situation. We had him geared up and ready to get into the game. Turns out in warm-ups, he felt a little ginger, and so now we've got him on a snap count. So we brought him in as a base defender here.
Who's
20 minutes into the game.
Whose idea was it to start the first ever live podcast without any prep beforehand to make sure that we were in a good spot?
Real quick, everybody don't answer because I messed up on the original email. I put Mike's email in the subject of the stream link being shared. Okay, Jace, or right, if you could refer to your email. When did I send that email out? Did I send it like right at 8:59, 6 minutes?
I didn't know that it was like pre-scheduled, like meaning it had to go live at 9:05.
Hey, Rye, I sent a text and an email. Could you read any of the English?
I was here early for the record. I was here before Rylan, if I remember correctly.
We got link sent at 8:49 a.m. going live at 9:05. I was in the process of making a coffee at that time.
You were making something. It wasn't a coffee.
I made a coffee and I made a to-do. And then I came here and I was still on time.
Poor Mike has to deal with this amateur show at 4:30 in the morning on the West Coast because Brad can't get it together technology-wise.
It's like Hawaii time out there.
It's still dark, yeah.
It's 7:30 a.m. where he's at, guys. It's not 4:30. It's 7:30 a.m. It's
on a perfectly
perfectly reasonable dad time, 7:30. Okay, to be honest, I mean, I know he's got older kids, so he probably doesn't have too many obligations. But to be honest, if you're going to actually do something you want to do, it's probably got to be at 7:30 in the morning, even if it is a Sunday. We all know this. Why are you talking to him like this isn't just perfectly typical dad behavior?
Can you guys recap everything you talked about before I got here?
We were have
or
you
do
ever
AI
seen
or something?
Oh, yeah, go to your AI generator, image generator, okay? And I want you to say, place Jason on a football field, and then have a dinosaur come in and have a bowel movement on top of Jason on the football field. That's what we did. That's exactly what we did.
Yeah,
and
I'm
then,
unsurprised.
And then I want you to take that AI-generated image of you being shat upon by a dinosaur on a football field and then send it to your mom. Say Merry Christmas. Okay.
This is not starting the season.
I cannot believe how much you've let me down. You said, I need Mike on the show. I need the live stream. You said, if I'm going to keep doing this, my friends have to be a part of the show and we got to start live streaming.
That's true.
And I said, hey, are you sure we want to live stream? Because you don't typically seem to have it all together. And then when you do, you look down at your phone and you're like, no, this is going to be great.
That never happened. That is true, but that never happened. At least not like that. That is 100% true.
Well, I can only hope that what we have in store for us is to you to look down at your phone while Mike regales us with his suggestions for the show. Would you like to get on with that, or did you have something else you wanted to not do?
No, I could look up
Yeah,
my phone
Jason.
right now. I'm ready to go.
Okay. Do you guys want to start with submitted prompts? Do you want to talk to Mike, or do you want me to ask you if the cops have ever been in your house?
Oh, that's a good set of options, because that suggests that cops have been in your house recently, which I can't wait to hear that. But I would say
I don't want to oversell it, but yeah.
No, I want to hear about that.
yeah, maybe we should start with cops in your house.
All right. Rye, you back cleanup on this. I'm going to talk to Jace and Mike, president of the PNW here. But you're going to have the I told you so role in this, and you're just going to laugh and jeer and point fingers. Okay.
Can't wait.
We moved into this home, and it had a shitty alarm system. Didn't like dealing with it. So we wanted to upgrade, and you call the company, and the alarm system salesperson, I'm not going to say they're like used car person. I want to say they're like their own brand of something, because they've been trained in the fear tactic, right? Very few people can induce fear in you like somebody who's talking to you about protecting your home, right? Go to the dentist, they sell you something. You go to the car lot, they sell you something. You're at Best Buy, they sell you something, right? Nobody is going to be able to do what the alarm company can do. So we end up upgrading. Did you know that the generic alarm system gets sold to you was created for apartments? Okay.
I did not know that, but let me just say this. I'm not really familiar with alarm systems at all, because I don't need one.
Okay. Well,
You
good
know
on
what?
you.
Someone
Yeah,
comes
when
over
we-
to my house, Brad. You think me and Rylan are worried about someone trying to break into our houses?
When
Fair
we bought this house, it had an alarm, but it wasn't connected to a service. And you would open and close the door, and it would go beep beep. And then about 6 months later, it just stopped beeping. We have these little things on the wall.
So-
and I haven't taken, and that's it.
We got this alarm system probably around COVID. We're afraid of COVID breaking in, and we just wanted the extra protection around our genitals.
What?
What?
Extra protection. Yeah, this is what I put up with, Mike.
I'm getting
Every
this really
single Sunday.
Tim and Dad's experience right now. This is amazing.
It sounds
Yeah.
a lot like a COVID purchase, though, where we're just we got a little extra
Looking
time to
around,
sit and
just
think.
in this place, and we're just
Uh,
looking
COVID check
around.
hit. Yeah,
Yeah.
COVID
Just
check
looking
hit. We're getting an
around.
alarm.
What does this
So-
place need?
We got a COVID prophylactic for the whole home.
That's
Okay.
not what they're called. Did you
Bet
did
me.
you get that and a bird feeder that has a camera on it?
No, that was a Christmas gift a couple years ago that I've never fully leaned into.
Oh,
Oh, it's great.
Mounting it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You got to do that.
I
You see the same 3 birds every day. It rules.
get it. Like what I got to see was a squirrel humping my face for like
Yeah.
100 different times, and you just get tired of it. And he's showing you his ass and twerking and stuff, and I was over it, man. I was just over it.
could have figured out who was taking your goldfish if you'd set it up properly.
Mm.
I still do. It's still out there. I just don't have it synced anymore for the alerts and whatnot. So we got the alarm. Had very minimal difficulties with the alarm. One time in the history of the alarm, 5 years now, we got a false alarm set off by the people that come to do you to the yard. They turned on the leaf blower right by the front door, which is about 10 feet away from a sensor, and it was loud enough to say, "Hey, bro, we're having issues." I looked at the one camera that I have that works on the front door and said, "Hey, I think it's probably just the leaf blower." False alarm. Boom. Driving to work the other day, left the house at 8:04 a.m. Driving to work the other day, jamming out, got Christmas music playing like we all do. Just having a time, guys. Looking forward to my work day in dental, doing it to it with some Christmas music in my zone. Look down at my phone, got about 3 text messages, 5 missed calls. Pick up the phone, hit the green button to call. Hey, are you at home? What's going on? The alarm's going off. The company's calling me. I didn't know what was going on. Sent the police. Okay. Look at the alarm notifications, and a weird panel is going off. Get to the house. Coppers are all up front. Hey, buddy, stay right here on the sidewalk. Gonna wait for my partner to show up. Then we're gonna enter, guns drawn. You're gonna stay outside. Any dogs in the house?
Dude, are you serious? This is not a common enough occurrence to where they don't have to go into a house with guns drawn when an alarm goes off. Like, really?
I'm not here to question the protocol. I think
Oh,
we're
boy,
already
we know that.
I think we're already pot committed at this point. I thought it was weird that sensor went off. It didn't make any sense. We all know what's on our hands here, but wait, my buddy that shows up first and is there when I get there is straight out of what's the old saying, cliche? Straight out of
Compton.
Central Casting.
Compton, yeah. I think so.
Straight out of Compton, yeah.
Yeah.
Straight out of Central Casting, Compton. He's like, you got an alarm? Is what the initiated the call here? And he's like, just got a Boston
Was he
accent.
from 1920?
Yeah, that's what he sounds like. You got so he's got both hands on his belt. Not this guy. He's got both hands on his belt. You know, the way they used to when they had a billy club and just a revolver. They didn't show up looking like they were ready for war. He had his hands on his belt. And I'm telling him and everything. And then his other buddy is clearly like the old seasoned veteran with the feathery gray hair, and they got him on light work. You know, his prime is past, but he shows up and he's like, so what do we got here? Well, what do we got going on here?
This is the last case before retirement, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And they go in drawn, and I got a golden doodle. Please don't shoot her. You know, she's friendly. She's never done anything to anybody at any point in time. And they go, and of course they go every room, and he's like, hey, your turn now. And, what do you mean? He's like, you got to go in there and see if anything's missing. We just look for people. We don't see any people. I don't see any signs of forced entry or anything. But if you want to go while we're looking around, and as I'm looking around, the guys are just like now taking a house tour. You know, they're just doing a little, so you guys got some Christmas decorations here, huh? You look like you're really decorated for Christmas. Look at you guys. Your wife must put in a lot of work here. I'm serious. It's like we're at Home Alone. Just Joe Pesci just looking around the joint. They're just having a good old time. Of course, look around. Nothing out of place. And now we're just going to sit here and talk for 10 minutes. They got nowhere to be. Hey, what are you guys doing for the holidays? You guys leaving? We don't really get a whole lot of calls.
God.
You know, I got this alarm.com at my house too. I don't know if you had this for long, but I got this alarm.com at my house. And what I'll say is it's better than nothing, you know, better than nothing. But yeah, you do get your malfunctions from now and again. I'd call the alarm company out here. I'd have them see what's going on. You know, maybe they could just do a tune-up. Maybe it's a battery situation. I don't know. I got the same thing in my house. So my wife's calling me. I got things coming in on my phone all the time. And but all right, be safe. Happy holidays. And then the guys proceed to just hang out on my sidewalk for about 30 minutes.
No way.
Just hang out. Just having a chat.
Well, in case the criminals come back, you know, they got to be there ready for them.
I don't think that was the case at all. I think this was kind of like where you get sent on a road assignment for work and you feel like, hey, I did all that I needed to do. Might as well just hang out until I get another call here. And I think that's what my guys were up to. And it got me to thinking, I think that's the first time the cops ever been in my house.
Were the neighbors all outside vacuuming the front yard?
I was waiting for this. I was. And so I hung out for a little bit thinking I was going to get at least one text from a neighbor, right? Nothing, not a thing, nothing at all. Now I know from experience, previous a couple weeks before, we had a neighbor at the end of the street, had cops on both sides of the house, had a cop blocking the alley and multiple cruisers out front. You better believe we were vacuuming the front yard.
You're damn right you were.
You better
That's
believe
your job.
they shut down some ingress of our alleyway. I can't go to and fro that direction. I'm going to see what's
Yeah.
going on.
It's your
You know?
responsibility. You have to do that.
I almost, as a homeowner, walked down and said, "Hey guys, what the hell's going on?
What the hell's going on here?
What are we doing here? Is that allowed?"
Yeah. Is there something to be concerned about here, officer?
Yeah. What do we got? We got a break in? What do we
and
got?
then you tell them you have your concealed carry and you kind of pat your hip. Just go, hey, if you need me.
I'm going to be honest. My first thought was domestic dispute.
Oh,
And I
it
didn't-
almost always is. Yeah.
Statistically, that's probably the best guess you have.
I
Yeah.
didn't want that for that family. She's like a nice librarian. He seems like a good dude.
Yeah, but what if
You
he
know?
deserved it? You know, like what if he was talking back and she?
Well, look, you make a good point. We all realize that librarians are extremists. Okay.
Yeah.
And so behavior profiles, you know what I'm talking about? Who's
Mhm.
going to be violent? Extremists. Gay loving,
Yeah.
gay loving, trans indoctrinating librarians probably going to be the one creating the violence. You're correct. So,
Well, Godspeed to you and your family. I'm so sorry that happened to you.
guys,
Must have been
can we touch
tough.
base with the guests real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Well, can I ask a question about or we want Mike to tell us when the cops came into his house first?
No, I'm taking questions.
After they cleared the area of human threat and came back out, did it occur to you at that point when they told you to go just check and see if something's missing? The purpose of that would be that if something was missing and it was a big something, then you would file something with them, even though it would never come back, right? But maybe you would, especially if insurance was involved, right? Did it ever occur to you at that point to go ahead and close the transaction and say, "Hey, thanks for coming out, guys. I'll let you get on with your evening. If there's something in there that's not there anymore, I'll come down, I'll file a report. That way my insurance has the paperwork," thereby preventing them from just casually assuming that they were welcome in your home?
It's a good question.
It upon entering the house and looking around, I said, "All right, I think we're good here." We don't have much to take. There wasn't a whole lot of questions coming from me at that point. This was just well, now we're going to give you some life advice and just kind of going to commiserate with you kind of thing. It wasn't, I almost felt like they were looking at me as "Hey buddy, why'd you make your alarm do this? Come on.
Well, that's why I would have just ended it before on the front porch. Right. The one time
I don't
time
disagree with you. I'm not very pro cop, but what I will say is once we start hearing the accents flying around and the dialogue representing some sort of Christmas movie, I'm always in for an awkward time, buddy. Come on. You think you think I can't get in some small talk with some?
Doesn't that also kind of make you wonder that in lieu of these, in lieu of the idea that there's this like extremely intense, specialized, highly effective training that they're going through on a weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly basis to continue to protect and serve at the best of their ability, doesn't it kind of make you wonder if maybe most of how they go about their day is just informed by watching TV, movies, and scrolling the internet?
Buddy, it sure as hell felt like it. I'll say that much. And if you think I'm
not even saying that to take shots. I just think that might be like really the real situation.
If you think I'm going to be the one to turn down this version of an awkward moment with some small talk, if you think I'm going to be the one that closes the door on that quickly, I'm going to have The only thing that would have done that for me is that I had another emergency to get to.
Yeah.
And
Rylan, this is a guy who takes a urine with the door open at a dentist's office just for a bit. Like,
Just to hope that somebody walks by and looks through the crack in the door. No, what's going on in there?
you should
The
have.
one time, the reason I asked that is the one time I had somebody come over here. It was forever ago. It was evening on a weekend, and these two golden labs just showed up, and it was too late for the animal control to be working. So what you do is you just call the regular number, the non-911 number, 15, 20, 30 minutes later, they'll dispatch somebody out. And I knew I just needed somebody to come in, get the dogs, take them to the little, place at the police building where they will keep dogs for a couple days. And
can't believe you would lock up the good puppy dog.
these were, you got to do something with them. You can't just let them roam.
I would have.
You saved their
they'll
life.
They'll
What
take
if
them
the
and wait
cops
for some.
showed up and
No,
shot him?
Hey, here's a potentially controversial comment. I think doing that might be one of the biggest direct benefits to our residents that the police department has.
Corralling the dogs because
He said it on a live stream. No, I'm playing.
animal
But no,
control
it
can't
does.
get out there.
It helps because people come looking for their dog. They're like, oh, animal control grabbed them. They're at the spot. Let me go pick them up.
Safe and sound, not getting hit by cars.
They got the little chip scanner. They can see who they belong to if they did that. Anyway,
Needle in their leg.
I knew one of our officers would come out. This was even before I was on council. But I did know the guy, or know who he was when he came up, and he came up, knocked on the door. I'm like, hey man, He's like, yeah, these dogs, I know that they're doing this a lot around here. And I had him in the backyard. And when I said, yeah, I've got the dogs in the backyard, he just walked right through my front door, right into my house. And again, my body language was obviously very welcoming. I wasn't, in any kind of, I didn't care.
Winnie
But-
the Pooh uniform.
For Rylan or
you-
the
you know,
police?
like
Rylan.
Yeah.
You can't carry a gun with your penis out. Everybody knows
like
that.
garage door style. No, regular clothes, but that just kind of struck me that he just so
Garage
comfortably
door.
walked in without, as if it was his home, and I didn't like that. I didn't care for that.
I would expect nothing. I would expect nothing less from one of the safest places in Texas.
But that was it for that. In and out in 10 minutes. Nice guy. I think he may even still work here. I don't know. He was here for a long time.
He'd already been vetted
but
at the guard
just-
station.
Oh yeah,
Didn't
definitely.
like the implication.
The guard station at the Eagle, you have to go through there, so they know that no one's getting into that neighborhood unless you've had 4 forms of ID. You're protected over there, which that's the way it should be. These are more important people.
There was one other time though that the
100%.
cops did come out to my house, but they did not come in. And as you all are probably aware, I will occasionally host some pretty big fun parties here. We've lived here for 12
have
years at
Can I
this
take a
house.
pause? Can I take a pause in the story real quick?
Yeah,
Jace, you've been to one of
I'm trying
these
to-
big fun parties at his
I'm trying
house,
to
right?
think. I'm trying to remember.
I swear,
That
like
one-
I
remember that one where
to
you
stuff
guys-
before.
where you guys got COVID at the same time because y'all were making out. Was that at one of the big fun parties?
No, that
We
was just
did
a
get COVID
coincidence.
at the same time. We were just developing ultimate immunity before the
We
vaccine
were.
came.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm trying to recollect, scratch, and make on my memory.
I'm sorry.
Recollect, make a scratch a memory on my memory.
I have no idea what he just said.
Okay, that doesn't.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't have a recollection.
I have been
But
in
it's-
his home.
I don't remember a big party. I've been in
I
his
swear,
home.
I know I've extended invites to you guys at some
I'm
point.
going to go to the
but
text thread and I'm going to search term big party, big fun party.
yeah, that's what it's called, big fun party. But we like to host, and it's less frequent in the last few years because of the ages everyone's kids are. But I mean, the track record is there from the moment we moved in here in 2013. And I mean, there's been 60, 70 plus people. Other times maybe it's 20 or 30, but a lot of people out on the patio, and maybe there's music playing, maybe there's a fight on, and whatever. There's hooting and hollering, okay?
Orgy.
Never had a complaint from anyone. And most of the same neighbors most of the years. The house to our east has had a new owner every 2 years, and every owner was super cool except this one period for 2 years. The husband was cool. The wife, you never saw her. And in 2022, we had a party go exceptionally late. And we're pretty sure, because 6 months prior to that, she had texted Courtney around midnight telling us that we were being loud.
The thing
And
you love about a Ryland story is that we will go
You get the
and make
background.
sure we will tent post 6 months back on a
That's how I'm
detailed-
letting you know.
Yeah,
If you'll,
yeah.
Painting a
I'm letting you know
picture.
that's how we
Yeah.
knew it was her.
Yeah,
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 obviously.
yeah.
We knew it was her. So this party that went uncharacteristically late, it became clear to us around 2 something a.m.
Mm.
She just called, rather than texting or calling or anything, she called out the cops.
Oof.
So I saw the lights from around the side of the house, and there was still like 30, 40 people here.
Of course.
And
She invited him in.
a friend, one of the guys that was here actually went out, and he was outside going to his car to get something, and he saw him, so he talked to him, and he came back in and told me.
Another detail.
So I walked out there. I didn't go out. I just walked to the front door and I closed all the blinds. You couldn't see in the house. I closed all the blinds. You couldn't see in the house, and then just acted like they weren't out there.
Ryland just walked out there drunk. I know my Fourth Amendment. Hey,
I just went whap,
Hey,
whap, whap. And
I
then
pay your
that was
salary. I pay
that
your
was it.
salary, and I know my Fourth Amendment. Okay.
Am I being
Listen.
detained? Am I being detained?
Yeah.
yeah. Am I being detained or am I free to leave? And so then that was before we closed in the fence behind our house. It used to just be wrought
Of
iron.
course it was. We remember that date.
Yep.
And there's a cul-de-sac back there, and
That's
so
important.
they actually just drove to the cul-de-sac and sat there shining their lights into our backyard, which
Ooh.
is
Playing heavy metal music like you're Noriega. End up in the
Yeah.
compound.
But by then there was nobody even out here. Everybody was inside. There was maybe like 5 or 6 people at the time they even got here. There was only like 5 or 6 people out here, so it didn't even really look like there was a reason for them to be here, which is why I found it kind of offensive that they decided to point their lights into my backyard for a couple minutes when they could have just driven past and done the nothing to see here bit, but they didn't. So yeah, didn't do anything there. Nothing ever happened there. Just closed up the blinds and kept going, which I would advise everyone to do if you're ever in that situation. You don't need to interact.
Yeah, I think you can say that you are not a citizen and you're free to travel
Yeah.
any you want, and something about sovereign.
Yeah. I have,
situation.
Declare
Yeah.
yourself
Yeah.
sovereign citizen.
yeah. I have unincorporated rights.
Yeah. Hey, Brad. How many people are watching the show right now?
Just me and you. I don't know. I don't have the stream pulled up. I told you that's your responsibility. You want to make a shout out real quick?
No, I'm just curious because
I know for sure that Chad said he was going to be on, and I believe if I click this button right here, I could go to commence Andrew McCann. Obviously, for those at home, you obviously that's Chad. That's
I
somebody.
want to give a listener while we're talking listeners. I want to give a listener update. I want to say thanks to the two folks that texted last week after I gave out my contact info and said that we're doing a great job.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Fantastic. Good for them. That's what I like to see. So Chad's on here. Chad, do you want to hear something? Like, is there
no? But I don't.
is there
We're
like
not taking requests.
Is there a song
Mike-
you want to hear or anything?
Mike said he had a hack for raising kids. If you disable one of them, it's easier. So he said
It's not. I don't think that's quite. But sorry. Go ahead, Brad. Yeah, you were saying.
one of the ways to raise your kids is if you disable one of them, they're dependent upon you and they'll never leave you. And so
Mike, I don't know that that's an appropriate way to.
I mean, he's not
Start a
entirely wrong. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you want to read the DM, Mike? What am I doing here? Like,
I don't think it was a hack for raising kids, but
Mike,
yeah,
Mike, don't let Brad derail you. This is what he does. He tries to hurt our guests instead of welcome them. And I think the point, Brad, was Mike has a unique take on fatherhood because he has some unique situations in his own family that he could share with us.
Yeah, Brad. Oh wait, no, that's right. You're right. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that.
I was going to start the apology beat, but
Everybody, hold on.
no, it's okay. No, I'm not. I don't want to make a joke of anything. Jace is over here like
He wants
making
to
it sound like
apologize. He wants to apologize to sincerely everybody already on the show.
no,
Are we going to get a live in-stream apology beat? Is that what we're
no, because all of my media just froze. So no,
Uh-oh.
we're not.
Wow.
I
You can't get your technology right?
I'm going to blame StreamYard. I don't understand what is happening here, but no, I can't do a thing for you guys. It's not going to let me. Yeah. Bit ruined. Just go ahead. Mike, seriously. We like talking about being fathers on the show. We use our daily experience as fathers to connect to one another, to share. And sometimes it's a joke, and sometimes it's actually a perspective that maybe not everybody gets to talk about all the time. You mentioned quite seriously and in earnest that you do have a little bit of a different experience with raising, I believe you said your oldest, if I am reading correctly.
Yes.
You said disabled, but you didn't specify at all. I don't mean to be so crass and cram it in dry, but sometimes...
Dude.
What?
Jesus, man.
We're all grown ass men. Like,
So?
We've all
What?
crammed it in dry before. Yeah.
I've never... That's a saying. I didn't think
Who
it
among
act-
us?
Listen. Listen to me listening. Okay? I'm trying to be a good listener here. Talk a little bit about your situation because I am genuinely interested. And if I seem distracted, I'm listening, but I'm trying to fix the media. Okay?
Understood. Yes. Thank you. First off, thank you for having me. This is quite an honor to be on the Human Dads podcast. Oh, everybody's gone now.
Jesus
There we go.
Christ,
Look at that.
Brad.
I love trying
Look at
new
that.
things for the four live stream viewers.
You
I
and you
didn't-
asked for Mike to come on and tell a story, and in the middle of his story, you start messing with it.
Oh,
Also,
having fun,
every podcast on earth uses StreamYard, and yet Brad's always saying, "Oh, StreamYard." I'm starting to think operator error may be in play.
I don't know what's going on. I literally can't scroll on the screen. I'm
This
stuck.
has everything to do with your shitty computer. It's
No,
your
it's
Samsung
just-
Android. You've got like an Android Chromebook from like North Korea in there.
It won't let me do anything. I'm so upset.
Thank you, Chad.
You sound like an old lady calling me, asking me to help her fix her dial-up in 1996. It won't let me do anything. Well, man, can you be more specific?
Do you
Everybody's on the screen when I switch like this. So just yeah. we're
Everything's
good.
fine right now. Visually, everything
Is
is
good.
great. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you need another AOL CD with some more minutes on it?
I certainly do. That's exactly what I need here.
His whole internet is just going through a stack of those from 25 years ago until they run out.
Yeah. I'm
Like a
so
whole closet full of 'em.
frustrated. I'm so incredibly frustrated right now.
Stop mispronouncing words on purpose. Stop doing that.
Which one of that did I just make a pronouncement on?
Okay.
Got you there, Jason.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
Okay, so I'm on the freaking Human Dads podcast. This is amazing. This is really cool. Thank you guys for
Thanks, Mike.
affording me
Mike.
this opportunity. Jason, for years, would tell me not to even watch the show, but in defiance of him, I would do it anyway because it's so entertaining and I always enjoy it. So yeah, as far as being a dad goes, I'm a 2-time coitus champion.
Yes.
Shout out.
Yeah,
Has a medal to prove it too,
Boy.
right, Mike?
yeah, medaled in coitus even. Yeah.
Yeah, he medaled in
varsity letterman in coitusing. So Yeah. So
Marketing, lettering, and coitusing.
yeah,
Sounds about
Oh,
right.
okay. Now you're okay, Brad.
that's too far afield for Brad. Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Sorry, guys.
I took a little bit different path where I had my children very early. I was actually 19 when my first kid was born, so that was it was a different time back then, as they say.
Had nobody taught you?
No, not at all.
You didn't know what you were doing?
Well, I mean, I knew well enough, I guess.
Yeah, you're right. You knew part of the process.
Yeah. Didn't know much about actually being a father. So yeah, we had and then 4 years later had the other kid, and just the two.
Real quick, y'all were extremely religious?
No, we were just young. Didn't know
All right.
better.
Young love. There we go.
Just wild and free. Yeah, it was kind of. Yeah.
It's just not something. I'm going to
walk
say
us through
you're
the-
within 10 years of our age, and it's just not something you hear anymore without this kind of. Are you still with the person that you sired these children with?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a very uncommon story.
I know. Yeah, it'll be 28 years in December.
Yeah. So
around the end of the month.
forgive my incredulity in my line of questioning, but again, I feel like it's a fairly, like I said, irregular scenario.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we weren't like farm workers betrothed when we were 7 years old or anything like that. No, we just,
that's what I'm asking is like, did you guys break out from like some sort of Mennonite society and now you like are on computers and you do computer stuff? Like,
yeah, we actually have buttons that we can use now. No.
Yeah.
No, it was just one of those things, you know. It was love at first sight, and like, why wait? No, we weren't really thinking about starting a family thing. It just happened to happen.
So
that
you're
way.
19, you've clearly got all the resources in the world. You're in a position to take care of a child, let alone a child with some sort of disability that we haven't heard about yet. I'm assuming this was all pretty easy.
Yeah, piece of cake. Yeah, and when it happened, we were like, "Oh yeah, this is exactly what we planned for how our life was going to go, and this is exactly where we want to be." It was a surprise. It was a little difficult at the beginning, but I guess a part of what makes it bearable, I guess, is that you don't understand what you're getting into, so you don't know to be worried or
19. You're too dumb to be scared.
Basically, yeah, that's a good way to put it. You're good at talking with your mouth, Brad. I like that.
What? I mean, you share as little or as much as you want to here. What particular disability are we dealing with?
So yeah, our oldest daughter, her name's Alexandra. She has a genetic deletion syndrome. It's called 22q13 deletion syndrome. So one of her chromosomes is missing a little bit of some of the information on there.
So this was completely compelling until I realized you're doing a bit. You just made this up.
22q13.
Y2K, 22K.
Yeah.
Deletion.
NBA 2K syndrome.
So what we're finding out as well is that this is incredibly rare because the person who discovered it didn't even get to put like their surname on it. To where
that's the government name. The people that discovered it, it's two doctors, Phelan and McDermott. So it's actually called PMS, Phelan-McDermott syndrome.
There we go.
But I didn't want to say that because I know how Jason can be sometimes. Yeah.
Oh no, not me. No.
But yeah, so at the when she wasn't diagnosed until 2010. And at the time that she was diagnosed, there was only about 1,500 people in the world with this.
How old was this person at that point?
She was 12. Yeah, she was born in 98. So
you knew something was wrong at some point in there, and
right? Yeah, because she didn't start walking until almost 2 years old, and never really talked. And but after a couple of years, we kind of knew there was some some developmental delays and whatnot.
So you're raising a baby or a toddler. What's the biggest kind of yield of, or what are our biggest symptoms that we're dealing with?
The developmental intellectual delay. I think the official term now is intellectual developmental disability. I forget the official terms I use for it, but the developmental delay, and then right before her 4th birthday, she started having seizures. So those are kind of the two big ones. So yeah, it was right about the time the younger daughter was born, and then the older daughter started having seizures, and yeah, that was fun. So,
and you were like 23, 22 at this point, right?
Right.
So like you say, seizures, like full blown dropping to the floor.
Yeah.
Just like in an instant, or like we had some sort of warning that we're in an episode, or
yeah, you got a 5 to 10 second warning. It's called an aura, where different people experience it differently. But she would kind of look off to the distance, eyes get real big, and she'd kind of have this hollow scream for a few seconds, and then she'd be seizing. So yeah, I remember there was one day because we grew up in I was born outside of Houston and raised in the HEB area, so yeah, I'm definitely familiar with all the North Texas stuff. But I don't know if it was a couple days after she first started having the seizures, and there was an ice storm in January. I forget exactly when it was, but we're driving from our little house in Euless to Cook Children's downtown Fort Worth, and you know how the ice storms get in North Texas, and it's not like enough to close the roads down, but driving is super treacherous. So I'm in our little Ford Taurus or whatever it was, driving about 30 miles an hour down 121 in the middle of this sleet and ice storm and everything. And she's just basically in the back seat with my wife, just having constant seizures. Just she'd have one, and then for 60 to 90 seconds, and then she'd be good for a minute or two, and then just have another one. So anyway, that was really bringing the energy here with these stories. So,
God, Mike, way to bring us.
Hey, Mike, you're the one that suggested it, and you've got a perspective that the three of us don't have. Obviously, we could talk to you about raising kids, which I'm assuming that you got a lot of crossover there. But in that you're dealing, does she still have seizures or some sort of?
They're much more controlled now. We've tried about, I don't know, probably 24 different medications, and for the most part, we've got it pretty well dialed in. We'll maybe have one seizure a month now, so it's.
Do you have the special service dog?
No, we don't.
Why don't you're a resource? Why wouldn't you want? You have resources. Jason has told us you're rich.
Yes, that's correct.
And so I'm assuming, why wouldn't you buy one of those dogs that could spot the seizures?
Well, at this point,
I look online. That's all my FYP is.
Yeah.
Like
seizure dogs. Seizure dogs.
Yeah. I go to
Latinas. Yeah.
Yeah. I go to.
No, that's Rylan.
Oh, yeah. I go to TikTok and I search seizure dog content.
It's weird.
Judge ye lest ye be judged.
Yeah. Get that log out of your own eye.
Yeah. Mike's just trying to tell his experience. I'm just trying to add thoughtfully, might I mention, I'm trying to thoughtfully add to that. What are you doing?
Yeah. What are you doing, Jason?
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
The dogs, I've seen something about it, but for where we are now, it's not really going to make that big a difference. I mean, we can kind of tell already if she's not doing great, or maybe in a position where she might end up having a seizure. So, I mean,
there's some additional benefit of having the dog for somebody who lives alone but has a seizure disorder. I think maybe too.
Oh yeah, for
big benefit. So that may be another. I would think. Like for you guys, it would just be you'd have this like super expensive, beautiful dog that you'd have to buy like $400 a month worth of food for.
Right.
Was this
and
like
with minimal yield?
Is this like enough of a life-altering situation that she had to go through like a different schooling experience than what you might consider typical?
Yes.
Like, she was in, like, did she go to a public school or did she go to a private school or did she go
Yeah,
to some sort of school setting that could accommodate?
Yeah, she always went to the public schools, but it was always the the self-contained special ed class. She got the, I forget what it's called, early childhood intervention. So like when she was about 3, she started going to that stuff, so.
ECSC and all
Yep.
that.
Yep.
I know all the acronyms. We're in the
Yep.
business.
Yep, you know how that goes.
It's not a lucrative business, but we're in it.
Yeah, definitely not lucrative. So yeah, it was definitely a different perspective, than what I was used to, growing up when I was a kid and all that stuff. So, learning a lot about the processes that the schools go through for these, this population, what kind of services are available from the community and the government generally, which is a big reason why we don't live in Texas anymore, because the services aren't very good for those folks. Yeah, and so it was the seizures themselves weren't necessarily a cause of the the schooling and stuff like that, but once she started having the seizures, a lot of the I guess progress she'd made at school she'd start losing things. Like she used to say the alphabet when she was like 4 years old, and then after she started having seizures, she didn't really do that anymore. And then later on she'd pick up other skills, and then some other ones would drop off, which is pretty typical for the for the disease there. So, but yeah, it's I guess the one thing I was thinking about when we were talking about being on the show is that, she still lives with us now. She's 27 years old and still lives with us, and will forever. So it's just a different, a little bit different world that I live in. So it's always fun listening to you guys and just hearing about the, kind of where you're at and what you're doing, how you interact with your kids, and kind of what you're helping build in them to eventually move on and move up, which is always fun, because our younger daughter, sorry, go ahead, Brad.
I was going to make a bad joke. I'm going to hold it.
He was about to tell us about his other daughter that he had, just so that she could watch my dogs when I go out of town. Like he had a child knowing that one day we would be friends and she could be my dog sitter, which was so nice of him.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome.
I was going to say that I'm assuming there was some difficulties that came along with that whole situation. I'm assuming there was some difficulties.
What do you mean?
It wasn't always easy, yeah. Uh-huh.
And I was just going to make the joke that it's probably pretty rich listening to Jason complain about his life comparatively.
He was gonna make the joke, but he didn't.
I'm not making the joke that.
Good on you for holding back there. Yeah,
it's probably pretty rich to listen to Jace complain about something being thrown down a toilet and getting stuck, and then having to call a plumero.
Mike,
a what? Who? What was that
plumber.
Word? Oh, okay.
Plumber.
Okay, right.
Mike, yep, but Mike, you have had and experienced all the same things that we have experienced in the same way with your other daughter, who is now wildly successful, more successful than any of us.
Yes,
by a mile.
Is your other daughter Ariana Grande?
Yes, she is.
Are you kidding me?
Very proud of her new film career that she's embarked on. Our younger daughter just turned 24, and just this past month graduated from physician assistant school.
Yeah,
and she's in medical.
So she's in medical. Yeah.
Yeah, Jace, she's a PA.
So that's another future guest when we want to talk about.
Rylan has stricken that ability from the future for podcasting, of which he is involved.
No more guests. I'm going to be the last guest on Human Dads.
Medical guests.
Oh,
he doesn't like medical talk.
No, y'all can do it without me.
See, there it is.
Actually, no, I like Chuck. Chuck's cool. We had fun talking to Chuck. But you guys just have this.
Who's Chuck?
Perry. Charles Perry, MD.
We had a Dr. Chuck on. You remember
That
this
was the
years
medical
ago.
guest. You got him.
Oh,
Not that
the
long, maybe 2
ER
years ago.
guy. My bad. That guy's not really a doctor.
It's
You
not-
bought that?
Shut up.
That guy's not really a doctor.
No, he's a doctor.
Have you talked to him in real life?
Yes.
Outside of the podcast setting where he put on the scrubs as like a bit.
You're an idiot.
Yes.
Shut up.
Chuck Perry is not a real doctor, guys.
What's he doing right now?
What are you doing
What's
right
up with
now?
that?
Yeah, what is up with that?
He
Mike-
works in
Mike-
some sort of. There's no way. You're tripping, Brad.
He is not a real ER doctor at Medical City located at Forest and 75 in Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
That is
I don't
not
even-
true.
He's just trying to derail the show, per
Who
usual.
would even call something Medical City? Like, what kind of Kidzania ass name is that for a hospital?
That is a little off.
Made up.
I'll get on board with that.
Hospital
That is a
name.
little weird. It's a little unstable.
Where'd you go to get your surgery? Medical
Medical City.
What is this? Legos?
It kind of sounds like it was at the outlet mall or something.
Yeah. Did you guys
Thank
go
God.
down,
But
did you
no,
guys
I
go
just-
down and
you-
get your free catheter today at Medical City?
Did you guys
You
do
two
Enterprise
guys-
City, by the way?
like
What?
to talk about medical things in a weird way that I don't think is good content.
No,
But everybody
sorry,
tells us
Mike.
they love it.
Unless it's
Yeah.
unless it's about Jace's flap sack, then I'm in.
I
Sorry,
don't
Mike.
have
We just
slapsack.
did a whole segment
Slapsack
on your
syndrome.
medical experience with
Yeah, that's kid
your
stuff.
wonderful
That's different.
daughter.
No, that's completely
And-
different. That's not medical.
Don't
Eric-
let him bring you into this, Rylan. He's trying to drag you into the deep waters with him.
I got something to say to my
Oh,
co-host.
hold on. Chad did Enterprise City. Do you guys know what you were saying? Medical City. Do you know what Enterprise City is? Have we ever
I have
talked
no
about
idea.
Enterprise City?
I don't even
I
know what you're
have
talking about.
No clue.
What?
I have no clue. What I do want to say to you guys is if you want to end this show, we're going to have to end it dry because I don't know how to get us out of this.
What?
I don't know how to do all of the stuff
how
that
about
we
this?
typically do.
Well, we'll do another one of these and bring Chad on.
played
And we'll
the
talk about
intro. You-
Enterprise City.
You play
Yeah,
the
now
are you
it's-
saying you can't play an outro?
The scroll menu where I play my sounds from, the scroll is frozen. So this is
Mm.
what I can do now. This is
Yay.
this is what I can do. I can show you this, but it won't scroll past this. Look, you want Witch's Cauldron? Happy Halloween. It's a throwback, you know? But I can't scroll down to the rest of my media. I'll try this, and you guys aren't on it, and it won't let me do anything else here. And then I'll bring you guys back, and it won't let me. It
Can you
won't.
make one of us the host and we can do it?
I don't even know how to do that, Jace. I can't. I got no control of my board over here. StreamYard has decided to freeze on this particular menu right here.
Yeah, Jason against the wall.
You know?
Hey, did
I
Jason
don't
ever
know.
tell you how he got me fired from my job?
Hey, let's talk about that. Jace, you start.
I had nothing to do with Mike. We just happened to work at the same unnamed place. Not at,
The tire place?
not yes, the same tire place, not at the same time. Mike just happened to get laid off very close to when I was hired.
At what year did you work at the tire place, Mike?
This is what late 2007 to early 2008, something like that.
Oh, we did actually cross paths, yeah.
Were you working on the
Yeah, I
same
know we
exact
did,
side, or are you a
No.
series guy and you're actually advising
Well, I
people
was-
how to spend their tire money?
Yeah, I was down in the tire mines while Jason was up in the the C-suite looking over everybody. And yeah, I was out there toiling away one day, and I just on my union mandated 30-second break, I look up, wipe the sweat from my brow, and see this figure looming above me, pointing and saying something off to the side to some people, his minions off to the side.
Did one
And
of
this-
these actions.
Yeah.
One of these.
Yeah,
Throat
got 15
slashes.
yards for the throat slash, and then they, the people come and shuffle me off and say your services are no longer needed, and that was it. I had to
Got
go-
his ass.
I was on the bread line.
But you know what? I've repaid him with my friendship. And to be honest, that's worth.
There we go. There we go.
Look at who fixed his shit.
He figured out how to scroll. It's all StreamYard's fault.
I figured it out just enough to be able to see the outro button at the very top of the menu. It's locked, though. It won't let me go. But I can... What's that? Are they playing me off?
Shout out to everybody.
Hey, how do y'all know each other?
Mike and I?
Yeah.
I feel like we've just always known each other.
Yeah, just kind of like a brother to me, Mike is.
It's weird how that stuff works, though, because
Mike, I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Uh-huh.
What's the worst thing about Jason's podcasting?
I love this.
Oh, I mean, aside from the fact that he can't show up on time.
There it is. There it is. Ding, ding, ding. We got a winner. We're top of the survey. There it is.
Surveys.
I did feel bad because Mike was understandably, anxious about the idea of popping onto the podcast. This is not something he does very often. And first mate on a world famous podcast, your first appearance is weird.
Talking with celebrities like this.
Yeah. Talking to celebrities. He was a little anxious. And I was like, dude, don't worry. I'm going to be there to support you. You're going to be great. And then I bailed on the first 15 minutes of the podcast, which doesn't get much better than that.
And it's a live stream. We can't
doesn't get much better. Mike, I'm going to give you a chance to whip your chest out and get it off of your chest. On your chest? Get it off.
Yeah, like pluck it right in the middle of your chest.
I'm trying to get it off of your chest. Do you have anything, now that you've listened for the 5 episodes that you've listened to, do you have anything? Do you have any beefs? Do you have any gripes? Is there anything that we need to address? I know what it's like to listen to a podcast, and sometimes people are saying something and they're getting it completely wrong, or you completely disagree with them, or they don't know what they're talking about. Is there anything that comes to mind quickly before we end the show that you can recall that we got wrong, or that you need your point heard, or you just want to talk?
Oh, I don't have any beef specifically. I've got some notes here I want to go through.
Oh, okay.
You got to go through the notes.
Jace, vamp while Mike gets to the notes. Vamp.
Well, the one thing I was noticing a couple weeks ago when Cortland made that awesome horny for autumn beat or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, play it, Brad.
Ricked up for fall. I would. It's too far down on the menu. It's too far down on the menu.
One thing that struck me really interestingly is I remember fall in North Texas, how great it was when the first day when it was under 70 degrees.
It took a long way home, like a wandering route, so I could keep listening to the music. And as I'm driving, and the music is beautiful. I love the music, right? And it to me, it looks like a fall day, a foggy fall day. And as I'm making the round on the park, the fog is so dense. And what do I see? I see this little 5-year-old running down this mound that we have in this park. And he's running down the mound so that he can get his speed up. You can tell he's trying to get his speed fast. That's all he's doing, is running down a hill. So his speed, and it's in the fog, and it was like perfectly framed. I was like, bro, this is the start of a movie right now.
Beautiful
This
fall
is the
weather.
start of a movie. It was a movie this morning.
Beautiful. God,
Bricked up for fall.
God, I'm ready to go. I'll run through a damn wall for fall right now.
Yesterday, I had to have it, so I just burned all my pinion wood. I blew my pinion wood load. I just needed to smell it in the air. I just needed it. You know what I'm saying? I needed to smell it in the air, and mission accomplished.
Just elbow deep in that shit.
Oh, we're on gynecological visit number 37,000 for this Chimenea. Shock jock, perfect.
Rylan, do something about him. We were having a good conversation, and then you took it in a weird way. It wasn't weird at all before that.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with them anymore. Just kind of got to let them run and then wait to change the topic.
Can I just say this? My favorite part of most of the beats are that it's Brad and I just egging each other on. Like just like getting each other really riled up, just all lathered
Really
up,
juvenile behavior.
just very juvenile. And then poor Rylan is just sitting over there. And at the very end of every one of these, I drag him into it. I drag him into the water with us.
You do.
Mike, was that the fall beat you were talking about, or was there another one?
Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah.
What was your beef with it? What did Cortland do wrong?
I have no beef with that. It was freaking amazing. But it just struck me when you guys were talking about that, how, because I've been here in Washington State for almost 7 years now, and it was amazing to me how not that big a deal fall is now to me.
Oh yeah, you definitely take it for granted.
Yeah, and it's just I never really thought about it until you guys, because I was the same way when I lived in Texas. Like, man, it's 58 degrees today. It freaking rules. I love it. I'm going to put shorts and a hoodie on and run around. It was awesome. But it's like, yeah, when up here now, it's just not that big a deal. We get about 2 weeks of summer, and
Yeah,
which can be
you have it in
good.
abundance. Like
Yeah.
we're dealing with scarcity of comfortable fall days. So
Yeah, and I think this says
we have to
something about
celebrate
just the whole mindset about what you get used to, what's around you, and stuff like that. It's just it just kind of struck me as an interesting point about life.
Well, Mike, we'd like to appreciate you for joining us. We'd like to appreciate what I would assume handful of listeners to the live streamings have been there. It's Sunday morning, weird time to stream.
Chat.
Maybe we'll get more consistent at doing this so that we can get a bigger fandom. Don't
I'd
point
like
at
to actually.
people, Rylan.
No, I'm pointing at you guys.
I'm
I'd like
pointing
to
at
build
you.
on that. I think a live Sunday morning live stream might be the differentiator we need.
Might
To
be.
finally make it.
We'll do this.
Nobody's doing it.
We'll do this next Sunday, and wouldn't it be
What
cool?
time?
Wouldn't it
9
be
o'clock?
cool? Yeah, 9:00 for sure. Wouldn't it be cool if somebody would put in an earbud in their ear while they're at church, so that they could listen to the Human Dad stream? And then if you're doing that, or just go to church as a bit, like you don't typically go to church, but you want to report live from church. If you're doing that, I will send you the link. You can live stream us from your phone. You don't have to have a setup. You can have the earbud and report to us live from church. So if you want to do that, I'm happy to. Okay. Again, Mike, thank you. Happy to have you on.
Thank you, guys. This was awesome.
You're welcome back. You said it was going to be awful. It really wasn't that bad, dude. I think you did just
that
fine.
bad? I thought it was great. What do you mean?
I've got about
that
a
bad?
dozen other bits I didn't even get to go to. So yeah, for sure.
Jeez.
Floor's yours, Mike. My back is killing me. I got birthday breakfast waiting for me, but by all means, let's go down the list.
It's your birthday?
Not today, tomorrow.
Oh, well, happy birthday tomorrow, Brad.
Yeah, somebody.
Hit the outro. Please
45
write your outro.
45 or 46.
45.
Welcome to the 45 Club.
Yeah,
Ryan and I've
45.
been here.
Yeah, 45. So big night ahead, if you know what I mean.
Oh, gonna be just
Yeah.
hammering it, aren't you?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Came back like Jordan wearing the 4-5.
yeah. Shock Jock Perv.
Hey, next week I want to talk about pawn shops and McNuggets.
Okay, there you go.
All right,
Look
there you
forward.
go. How about that, guys? How about that? Pawn shops and chicken McNuggets.
What's with your hat, by the way? What is that? What's that
He's
little black?
festive, Jason.
What's that black strip there? That is
It's
not
like
a Santa hat. No
it's
elf
like
has a
a-
black
Little buckle on it.
little buckle. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Come on, Jason. God.
Hey, shout
Yeah.
out to all the people that listen to this show. Thanks for doing that.
Just a ton of momentum going into that with your words.
He
For
didn't
Brad,
even-
for
it was a
Rylan.
simple thing to say and still couldn't finish it.
Yeah, for Jason, for
Just
for,
thanks
for jump
the
before you
people.
look, Jace. Old jump before you look, Jace. Getting out there, realizing he ain't got no more real estate below him. Getting up in the air with the ball. Doesn't know where he's going, Jace.
No,
Oh,
don't go
Chad,
airborne. You got to know shooter. Don't jump to pass. If you're jumping, you better be shooting.
that's a great one. See this clicked on the comments on the Human Dad StreamYard text here.
What are you talking about?
You're an absolute idiot.
Okay, your mom. So-
Okay. Hey,
Your mom.
Got your ass, Jason.
Yeah, birth canal. Yeah. For Bradford Island, for Jace, for our guest Mike, and always fourth dad Cortland. That's Human Dad's 251. We'll see y'all next week. Hopefully, bring the bread, season your bacon, mix in a tortilla, go to Arby's, climb the
Don't get
ladder,
AIDS.
put a bow on it. Don't get AIDS. Freeze your hot dog. Spread your neck.
don't use freeze your hot dog. We decided together we're not doing that one.
Let it run down your leg.
Mix in a tortilla.
Mix in a tortilla.
Shut up, PJ.
Shout out PJ.
Yeah.
Shout out
out,
my stupid brother.
I did some shout outs a few weekends
Shout
ago.
out, Dan.
Shouted out good listener Jim Plackey, and he was offended by the liberties that I took with him. So I'd like to make an apology to sincerely everybody. Sorry about that,
Okay.
Jim.
Especially
that
Jim.
was my fault. I fucked up, man. We'll holler at y'all next time. I'll try to do less of the fucking up. Bye. See ya.
Okay, bye. God.